What is going on, baseball fans? How you doing tonight? I'm going over my awards for April. I'm going to go over the questions that I have for May. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the intro. And what is going on, baseball fans? How you doing tonight? Hello, hello, hello. I'm only seeing 10 people so far. Hopefully some more start to trickle in. But what is going on, guys? Hope you're all having a good week. Hope you're all having a good night. Yeah, so tonight we're going to be going over my awards for the month of April. It is about to be May. So what is that song from, what is it, NSYNC? It's gonna be May. Is that how it goes? Anyway, so yeah, a lot has happened this past month. Some insane numbers put up this past month. We've had some players that are just putting up godlike numbers in the month of April. We've had not just a lot of good numbers as well. We've had some slumps going on we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to go over some teams that have been having some success. We're going to go over some teams that have been slumping this past month. And usually what ends up happening for a lot of players, teams themselves, when you go to a new month, let's say you're slumping, you move over to a new month, it's almost like you're just, you're starting over, you're starting fresh, and that ends up being kind of the thing that ends up fixing a lot of things is just kind of starting a new month. You got the bad taste out of your mouth, if you've had a bad month. So moving on to May, looking to see if we can see some teams improve, to see if even just some guys can keep things going, and we're going to talk about that tonight. So I'm going to go over my Cy Youngs for the month of April. I'm going to go over my MVPs, my rookies, and I got 5 questions that I'm going to be addressing for the month of May. So before I get started, as always, everyone, hit that subscribe button if you are new. We're trying to get to 7K by the All-Star break. It is a bit of a stretch, but, I think we can do it. Hit that like button for me. That'll help get the stream out to more baseball fans. Follow me on Twitter if you'd like to talk some baseball throughout the day. So let's get to it here. So like I said, going to be just getting right into the awards for April, and then I'm going to start going over my questions for the month of May, things that I'm going to be looking out for the month of May. So let's just get right to it. I'm only seeing 15 people. Fridays have always been kind of a weird night. And also, apologies, everyone. I was going to start this about an hour ago. And once again, Streamlabs just giving me problems. So it looks like everything is pretty good for the most part now. I think we're smooth. So and before I actually get started, I just want to say hello to a few people that have always been coming out. Zachary, AJ, Jackson, thank you. NHOJ Crab, thank you for coming out. Grizzly Gomez, Brad Roblox, Wonder Davy, hello. Jonathan Miller, Chupapi Muñano, what's going on? How are we doing? Southsider 14 was here earlier, but anyone else that's coming in, hello. Alrighty, let's get to it. For my rookie of the month for the American League, I think this is kind of a no-brainer. We're going with Yermin Mercedes. This guy was absolutely insane, just blew up this past month, came out of nowhere. This is, what a start this guy has been having. Let's just get right to it. Let me look up the numbers here so we can go take a look-see. Looking up Yermin Mercedes. Right now, if you look at among rookies, I'm going to be sharing the screen here. If we look at rookies for this month, as of right now, Yermin Mercedes and Jazz Chisholm, they are both leading in wins above replacement on Fangraphs. So Yermin Mercedes, he has just been putting up insane numbers. Taking a look here, if you take a look, he's got the 5 home runs. He's got the 16 RBIs. He's hitting .423. He's got a .464 on base. He's got a .679 slugging. This guy, Ended up getting a hit, I believe, in what was it, his first 8 at-bats. I could be wrong about that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this guy just got off to a torrid start. Already hit a home run this year that was around 480 feet. He's just been insane. If we go to actually Baseball Savant, I want to look up the advanced numbers here. So taking a look. But yeah, only 28 years old. This guy kind of bounced around in the minor leagues. He was kind of going back and forth. I believe he was with the Nationals. He's with the Orioles. And now he's with the White Sox. But taking a look, he has gotten like I said, he had 1 home run. It was around 480 feet. The dude hit the ball on the nails. So he averages, he ranks pretty high when it comes to max exit velocity, and I think that was that home run. Average-wise, not so much. He's not hitting exit velocity too much on average. Same thing with hard hit percentage. He's not really hitting the ball hard consistently. However, the expected numbers are all there. The xWOBA, the x-batting average, the slugging. He's getting barrels on the ball, so you like to see that. He's not striking out a lot. He's not walking a lot either, but he is chasing a lot of pitches. Baseball Savant adding a nice little thing here, chase rate. I like that. Chase rate, that's a nice stat to kind of just give you an idea of, what these guys are going after, when it comes to just their plate discipline. But yeah, Yermin Mercedes, man, he has just been awesome to start things off. Incredible numbers. You'd like to see the defense maybe be a little better. He's in the negatives in the defensive runs above average. But Yermin Mercedes, once again, he is my AL rookie of the month. So now let's move over to the National League. I think you just saw the name. This guy, already he's putting up great numbers as well. Went down with a bit of an injury recently, so he hasn't played in a couple of games now. But what a start this guy got off to. Jazz Chisholm on the Marlins. This guy has been incredible. What a start for him. He was touted as one of the top prospects in the Marlins system, and it is really showing. Taking a look, let's actually go pull up the numbers real quick. Alrighty, so like I said, he hasn't played in a couple games. He has been put on the injured list, but the numbers speak for themselves, and he has been a huge reason for the Marlins for what they've been able to do for this month. But taking a look at the numbers, hitting 290. 375 on base. He's got a 551 slugging. The guy is not just putting up good offensive numbers. He has a 1.0 defensive runs above average. That's really good. He's got himself the 4 home runs. He's not really driving in a ton of runs, but what he's proving to be very valuable for this Marlins team is his speed. He already has 7 stolen bases. He's proving to be an all-around player. He's hitting for some power. He's creating offense. Jazz Chisholm has been awesome. Unfortunately, he did go on the injured list 2 days ago with a hamstring injury, so it's going to be a little bit before we see him again. But I'm excited to see what this guy can do for the whole season. Hopefully he can stay healthy. But once again, that is my NL rookie of the month. Now, let's move into the pitching. Here. We have had some incredible pitching to start things off. And this guy that I have for my American League Cy Young for the month of April, he is just dominating, absolutely dominating. I believe he's starting tonight. I believe he has just been incredible for this team. This team is slumping a little bit, but this guy has been one reason for most of the wins that they have, and that is Gerrit Cole. Gerrit Cole has been absolutely insane. Let's go take a look at the numbers real quick. Here we go, pulling them up here. And yes, Gerrit Cole is pitching tonight. So, Gerrit Cole, here we go, taking a look. Alrighty, sharing the screen here. Gerrit Cole, as you can see, among pitchers in the major leagues, he ranks second right now on Fangraphs and wins above replacement, 3-1 on the year. But look at the ERA, a 1.71 ERA. Look at the xERA, a 1.65. Look at the FIP, below a 1, 0.72. xFIP is really good as well. Come on. This guy is nuts. Over 14 strikeouts per 9. He's barely walking anyone. He's barely giving up any home runs. This guy's awesome. Gerrit Cole is every bit worth the money that the Yankees paid for. And right now he is pitching tonight. The Yankees are blowing out the Tigers right now. They are getting some runs. Aaron Judge had a grand slam. But look at Garrett Cole. He's already got 12 strikeouts through 6 innings. How many pitches is he at right now? He's at 87 pitches. So this guy has a shot at 15 strikeouts if they have him go 7 innings. If he can strike out the side in the 7th inning, he could have 15 strikeouts. And, man, Garrett Cole, he's just been insane. Easily my pick for the American League Cy Young. Moving over now to the National League, and I think this one is kind of a no-brainer. I mean, this one to me, what else is there to say? I mean, there's really not much else to say here. This guy has just been dominant in the National League, and that's Jacob deGrom. This guy has been putting up not just Cy Young kind of numbers, but MVP kind of numbers. Jacob deGrom, he has been insane. Let's go take a look at the numbers. Here we go. Jacob deGrom, over 15 strikeouts per 9. He's got a 0.51 ERA. He's got a 0.80 FIP. Look at the xFIP, a 1.35. He's walking only 1 per 9, half a home run per 9. I mean, come on. What else is there to say about Jacob deGrom? I think, honestly, this is a guy where, I think he could be in the running for an MVP. I mean, OJ Crab, I mean, come on. Corbin Burns he's been great too, but come on, you can't deny you can't deny how good Jacob deGrom has been. This guy has just been on another level. Good grief. He's just not getting the run support, and that's the only thing. It's just no run support. Rodon has been good too, but Orioles. I'm sorry, but Garrett Cole has just been, in my opinion, just that much better. You could even make an argument maybe for Tyler Glasnow, but right now Garrett Cole is just barely leading, in these numbers. Tyler Glasnow has a slight edge on the ERA, but when I look at the XF or the FIP, Garrett Cole's leading in that. xFIP is leading in that. To me, Garrett Cole for the American League and Jacob deGrom for the National League. Those, to me, they are no-brainers. And I agree, Zachary Goldstein, he hasn't walked a guy, but, I'm sorry. I got to go Jacob deGrom here for me personally. And Orioles, I respect that, 0.72 ERA, but I'm looking at the FIP as well. I'm looking at the xFIP. To me, Jacob deGrom, he's been the guy. So, moving over now, here we go. Now, let's get into the MVPs for the month of April. This guy, I feel like this guy has not been getting a lot of attention. And now I feel like it's starting to pick up steam because people are starting to really notice these numbers. Because he's had a teammate that is just as exciting as he is, kind of taking the spotlight a little bit. But this guy has been putting up some career numbers in this month, and no one's really taken notice of it until just recently. I feel like in the last couple of days, this was pretty easy for me, and that's Mike Trout. Mike Trout is putting up some stupid numbers right now. Let's go take a look at Mike Trout. Here we go. Moving over. Mike Trout, unbelievable. Taking a look. The guy is hitting .420. He's got a .524 on base. He's getting on base over half of his at-bats. That's insane. He's slugging almost 800. That's nuts, man. He's got 6 home runs, the 14 RBIs. What else is there to say about Mike Trout? I got to go look up some advanced numbers with Mike Trout. The surface numbers are nice, but man, I get like these numbers are just ridiculous to look at. Almost at 800 slugging. That is nuts. If we were to go take a look at Barry Bonds stats, these numbers are reminding me of the Barry Bonds numbers. And I know. He's had, the PED use in the past, and people are going to be whatever. But whatever, I don't even care. These numbers are really fun to look at. If we were to take a look, I know it's only April, but like when I see like 800 slugging, I'm thinking Barry Bonds. Of course, these are over a whole season. But, actually, let me go take a look. Can I actually look at the splits for a Barry Bonds in his career? They should have splits for the month of April. Here we go. So, in March and April, Barry Bonds, so he played over 400 games in this month. I mean, he averaged a 292 average in the month of April, 439 on base, a 633 slugging, 1.072 OPS. And then you take a look at these numbers. I mean, again, these are averages, I understand. I'm just trying to compare it. But if you look, Mike Trout is just like insane this past month. I mean, I can't stop looking at that slugging percentage. A 783 slugging. Ace, what's going on? Hello. But Mike Trout, unbelievable. I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, and again, he has not been getting a lot of attention simply just because of Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani has been basically getting most of the attention on that team because the guy's hitting home runs, he's hitting bombs, he's throwing 100 miles an hour from the mound. I mean, Shohei Ohtani has just simply been more fun. I mean, but Mike Trout, this is incredibly fun too, but Mike Trout, I mean, these numbers are just godly. Easily my pick for the American League MVP for the month of April. Now, moving over to the National League, this guy is off to a great start as well. Had a couple little injury things here and there for the month of April, and hopefully he can stay healthy for the rest of this time, for the rest of this season, because I am very excited to see what this guy can do if he can just stay healthy, because this guy is off to a torrid start, kind of like Mike Trout, maybe not quite to that level, but this guy has been nuts in the National League so far. The team itself, they're not doing as good as I think a lot of people were expecting them to. I think they can turn a corner eventually. For my National League MVP for the month of April, I have Ronald Acuna Jr. This guy I picked to be the MVP for this year. I predicted him for the MVP award. Southsider, what's going on? I predicted him for the MVP. And right now he is off to as good of a start as you can get. Moving on to the screen, let's take a look at these numbers. Very good numbers. Taking a look. You can make an argument maybe for some guys like a Chris Bryant, maybe even a Jacob deGrom too. Jacob deGrom's putting up some really stupid numbers as well. But to me, Ronald Acuna Jr., this guy's been nuts. He's got 8 home runs. He's got the 18 RBI. He's got a few stolen bases in there as well. Look at that slugging in the 700s. Ronald Acuna Jr., 441 on base, a 341 average. This guy is just hitting as good as anyone right now in the National League. He's insane. Actually, real quick, I forgot to take a look at those Mike Trout advanced numbers. Mike Trout, the only thing that's really not going well for him, he is striking out a little bit, and he's not really the best out there in the outfield. He's kind of middle of the pack when it comes to defense, but look at those stupid numbers, man, with Mike Trout. If I go take a look at Ronald Acuna Jr., let's go take a look at these advanced numbers. I'm pretty sure they are just as good. Oh, yeah. Look at this, man. He is off the charts. Absolutely off the charts right now. And it is so scary to think that he is only 23 years old. That is insane. Ronald Acuna Jr., man, the numbers that he's putting up, the energy that he's putting onto the field, I think this guy's going to win the MVP this year. I smelled it coming into this year, and I'm still thinking that's going to happen. Ronald Acuna Jr., man, he is as good as they get, and I really don't know what else really there is to say. The numbers speak for themselves. He has just been electric. What else is there to say? You kind of want the Braves to kind of start picking it up a little bit. You kind of want to see them maybe start winning some more games. But alrighty, so those are my awards. Let me just recap really quick. For the rookie for the month, I have Yermin Mercedes. National League, I have Jazz Chisholm. Cy Young for the month of April in the American League, I have Garrett Cole. For the National League, I have Jacob deGrom. MVP in the American League, I have Mike Trout. And I have Ronald Acuna Jr. in the National League. So these guys, to me, have been the best of the best for the month of April. Now, let's move on to May. So now we're looking forward now. We're going to be starting a new month. And you're flipping the page, you're turning the page, new month. Like I said, in the beginning, guys can slump, teams can slump, but a new month, it's almost like a fresh start. And I have some questions for the month of May. I'm going to be looking at these things. So If you have any questions for the month of May, if you have any concerns or things that you're going to be looking out for, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments. And because these are the ones that I came up with. These are not like the only ones. So if you have anything else to add, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know in the chat. But here we go. The first thing that I'm going to be looking out for, and we were just talking about this team. They're off to a crazy start tonight. We're leading big right now. But I'm looking to see if this team can turn it around in the month of May. Will the Yankees turn it around? They have not had a great month. They have not had a good month so far. If we go take a look at the Yankees, as of right now, the Yankees are not off to a great start. I mean, they're playing well tonight. That's tonight. But it is against a weak Tigers team. So right now, I'm thinking, what is this Yankees team going to do in the month of May? This is a team that I picked to win the World Series this year. So come on, Yankees. I hate you guys, but my Red Sox are killing you guys right now. What's going on with that? I picked the Yankees to win the World Series, and then my Red Sox are leading the division right now. So taking a look at the Yankees right now. I feel like this is a team, they're still trying to find their identity a little bit. We're kind of still, I don't know. I think there's still some moving pieces kind of going on. You got Gary Sanchez not hitting very well. Higashioka is now going to be getting more playing time at catcher. But if we look at the Yankees right now, they're 11-14. They're going to improve to 12-14 with a win over the Tigers tonight. We know Garrett Cole is good. Corey Kluber pitched well the other day. Corey Kluber looking like the Corey Kluber of old the other day. Aroldis Chapman has still been really good. The Yankees bullpen has actually been pretty good. If we go to pull up the team stats or the rankings, right now, the Yankees, right now, they are 15th when it comes to offense. So they're middle of the road when it comes to the offense. But when it comes to the pitching, right now, when it comes to starting pitching, they're 9th in starting pitching. So the starting pitching has actually been okay. But the bullpen has been awesome. Their bullpen has been good. I think you're going to see this Yankees team really start to turn it around. However, they just haven't really been able to pull it together. I'm not sure what's been going on. They're just like not coming up in key situations. Bullpen has blown a couple of games as well. They're just also not getting some guys hitting. You'd like to see maybe Gleyber Torres finally start to pick up the pace a little bit. Aaron Judge, you'd like to maybe, I mean, he's having a decent start, but you'd like to see that average maybe be a little higher, at least in my opinion. Stan's getting some home runs. We're going to take a look at some of these other numbers here. But yeah, Gary Sanchez, that was kind of like just a hole in that lineup. Wasn't really contributing all that much. Clint Frazier's been off to a tough start. Aaron Hicks has been off to a tough start. Not really too much going on there with those two. Gary Sanchez, he's now going to be giving more playing time to Higashioka. Tauchman got traded now. But if we take a look at the pitching as well, right now, if you take a look, Garrett Cole, like I said, he's been the best of the best. But Corey Kluber, he's starting to kind of pick up the pace a little bit. ERA sitting there right around our 4. FIP is a little high, but I think you're going to start to see him settle in a little more. He just needs innings. He needs to kind of start catching up a little bit. He hasn't really pitched all that much in the last couple of years, so I'd give him some more time. You got these other guys not really doing a whole lot. Like Jameson Taillon, his ERA is high, over 4 stars. Luckily the bullpen has been good, but you want to see this Yankees team kind of start playing more to their ability. Again, they're 11-14. They're going to be 12-14 here soon with a big win over the Tigers. But that is one thing I'm going to be looking out for. Will the Yankees turn around in May? Hey, a bad April. Hey, teams get off to bad starts. Could they have a lights out May and completely flip the script? That's what I'm going to be looking for. I'm not even close to giving up on this Yankees team. Absolutely not. There's too much talent on this team. So, moving on to my next question. The next couple of questions I have do revolve around teams. So, this next team, this was a team that I thought really could be good. Could be a very good team. So another struggling team, I'm going to be looking to see if they can turn it around in the month of May, and that's the Minnesota Twins. What is going on with this Minnesota Twins team? I don't even know what to say about this team right now. They have gotten off to a horrible start. Absolutely horrible. 8-15 on the year. They're right now fourth in the division, barely ahead of the Tigers right now. They've been playing terrible. They still have, according to Fangraphs, a 26.1% chance of making the playoffs. I definitely think they can turn it around. But taking a look at where they rank offensively, I mean, Minnesota, they are hitting the ball. Byron Buxton's been having a great year. So they are 7th right now in the offense. But where they've really been struggling is starting pitching. So if we go take a look at this Twins team right now, I mean, Jose Barrios, he's been really good. But taking a look here, Kenta Maeda's been struggling. J.A. Happ has actually been a nice surprise. Pineda's been good. But besides Happ, Pineda, and Barrios, like guys like Maeda, they're really struggling. Colomé been really struggling out of that bullpen. Actually, where do the Twins rank with the bullpen? Or was I looking at the relief pitching? Oh, sorry. Hold on. The starting pitching with Minnesota. Overall, their starting pitching has been struggling. They rank 23rd in starting pitching. And when it comes to the bullpen, they rank, what was that? Was it 20th? They rank 20th in the bullpen. So the Twins, they are hitting, but they're not getting the pitching right now. So when I look at these guys, again, you're going to need to have a guy like a Kenta Maeda. This is a guy that was putting up Cy Young kind of numbers last year. Can Kenta Maeda get back on track for the month of May? That's what I'm going to be looking for. Matt Shoemaker. I mean, these numbers aren't very good. Randy Dobnak, what's going on with these numbers? I mean, he's coming out of the bullpen, but he's not throwing very good. Taylor Rogers has been really nice. But again, these guys are not putting up good numbers at all. Colomé's been a bust so far. He's not pitching well. So I don't know what's going on there. They're just not having guys stepping up pitching-wise. That's been the Twins' biggest problem. If they can get their pitching back on track, I really think this Twins team could be back right there at the top of the American League Central. Now, another team, and we're going to stay in the American League Central. We're actually going to go shift to a team that is doing good, actually. And I'm wondering, can this team pick or keep up the pace? Because they've been playing very well for the month of April, and they've been a fun team to watch. And that's the Kansas City Royals. Are the Royals for real? This is a team that has gotten off to a great start. Taking a look at the Kansas City Royals here. Right now, they are leading in that division. Now, who knows how long that's going to last, especially with a very talented White Sox team that has just been clicking on all cylinders lately, as it seems. But this Royals team, they're right there, 15-8 record in the offseason. I was saying, hey, look out for this Royals team because they're a fun team. They got a lot of fun pieces on this team. If we take a look where they rank offensively, Kansas City, when it comes to the offense, they are right now 12th in offense. Okay, if we take a look at some of these numbers with Kansas City, I mean, they're getting guys producing. Michael Taylor's been a nice surprise. He's playing some all-around good baseball right now. Carlos Santana is providing some power. Salvador Perez is providing a decent amount of power as well. Whit Merrifield's been playing a good all-around game. You just got guys stepping up. I mean, Andrew Benintendi, he's actually providing some speed. Got 4 stolen bases in there. I mean, he's not hitting as good as you want him to. Only a 234 average, but, I mean, the on-base is decent, I guess. You'd like it to be higher. You'd like that slugging to be better with Benintendi. But they got guys here that they're getting production from all around this lineup. If we take a look at the starting pitching with Kansas City right now, Kansas City, they rank 11th in starting pitching right now. Taking a look at what these guys are doing. So right now, Danny Duffy has been awesome for the Royals. Look at that ERA, a 0.39 ERA. The FIP is a 2.09. That's really good. The guy, I mean, you know, Garrett Cole to me was the no-brainer because Garrett Cole has just all around just been the best in the American League, in my opinion. But Danny Duffy has really been holding his own, a 10.57 K per 9. Walking a couple of guys, but that's okay. Not really giving up any home runs. Danny Duffy has been a huge reason for the Royals' success this month. You got Jacob Junis doing pretty well. Brady Singer's been pitching well. This is a guy that I thought could be a breakout guy this year. Brad Keller's been struggling overall, but they're getting production. Mike Minor, while the numbers are high, he is providing innings. So the Royals are just getting all around just good production from the starting pitching, I think. And you take a look at the bullpen. Where do they rank in the bullpen? So the bullpen right now with Kansas City, they're middle of the road, 15th in the bullpen. They are getting some guys stepping up. Scott Barlow's been really good for them. They have, they got guys. They're going kind of like a bullpen by committee kind of approach. Stallman's been really good out of the bullpen. Zimmer's been good. Well, I think the Royals they rank a little higher or middle of the road because they got some guys not putting up some great numbers down here. But towards the top, this bullpen's been really good. Greg Holland, you'd like to see those numbers get better. But Wade Davis has been okay out of that bullpen. So overall, this Royals team, they've just been really fun to watch. Really excited to see what this Royals team can do. Can the Royals keep it up? That is one thing I am going to be looking for the month of May. Another team I'm going to be taking a look out for. They've been doing very well, just like the Royals. They've been holding their own over in the National League. We're going to go out west. This is a team where I don't think a lot of people saw this team sitting in second place right now, but that's where they are right now, and that is the San Francisco Giants. Can the Giants keep it up? This Giants team, I think, is actually okay. There's a lot to like with this Giants team. So, taking a look at the Giants. Right now they are actually, by win percentage, leading the... Sorry, I was saying second place. I'm thinking they're in second because the Dodgers have been so good. But right now the Giants are leading the division. They are 16-9, a 640 win percentage, ahead by half a game. The Giants have been just insanely good, man. Taking a look, let's see. I mean, Buster Posey, he has come back onto the scene. He has been awesome. 5 home runs. He's hitting... 351. He's got a 413 on base. Look at Buster Posey, man. He's been doing really good. Evan Longoria has been hitting really well. A renaissance kind of a season for Evan Longoria. Mike Yastrzemski. You'd like to see those numbers improve a little bit. The average is a little low. The on base is a little low. He's got the 4 homers. I mean, you'd like to see some other guys start stepping it up a little more, like a Brandon Crawford, an Austin Slater, a Brandon Belt. These are guys that I think could step up. They did bring in Mike Tauchman, so looking out for that. But for the Giants, the key here, where they rank right now in let's actually look at the offense real quick. San Francisco with the offense, well, they have some guys on there. They don't rank very well in offense, 23rd overall. But when you look at the starting pitching with the San Francisco Giants, these guys have been really good. They rank 3rd in starting pitching right now. That has been the key to their success, starting pitching. So taking a look at the starting pitching, Anthony DeSclafani, he has been really good. Johnny Cueto, he's been really good. Kevin Gausman, he's been really good. Alex Wood has been really good. Aaron Sanchez has been really good. Logan Webb, he's actually been improving a little bit. This starting pitching right now with the San Francisco Giants is on another level. This team is awesome when it comes to the starting pitching. Now, if we take a look at the bullpen with the San Francisco Giants, this bullpen right now, they actually rank dead last, and that's not very good. So that's something with the Giants. I think a key for the Giants, if they want to, keep this up, their bullpen is going to have to improve. They don't have a lot of guys in this bullpen. Last time I took a look, let's take a look again at this bullpen. You got guys like, Tyler Rogers, but Tyler Rogers is not striking out a lot of guys. You'd like to see him maybe strike out a few more guys. The numbers are good so far, but look out for the FIP, a 3.73 FIP. It's still good, but maybe that's a bit of a difference there with the ERA. You got, Berger is doing okay. Here, let me do this. Jake McGee's been really good. So right now, Jake McGee is the team's closer. He's putting up some pretty decent numbers, good strikeout numbers. So Jake McGee's been good. It looks like where they're kind of struggling a little bit is middle relief, setup guys. You'd like to see, you need this bullpen as a whole to really step up. That's going to be the key for this Giants team. If they want to keep this going, the bullpen is going to have to step it up. So the Giants, definitely going to be keeping my eye out for them. The last question that I have going into the month of May, I'm going to focus on an individual player right now. While there are some guys, struggling a little bit this season, this is a guy, a superstar level player, a big offseason move heading to this team, where this team just when they got this guy, everyone was thinking, oh man, we might have a chance at the World Series here. But this guy's gotten off to a really tough start in his first month with his new team, and that is Francisco Lindor. He is in a bad slump right now. He's been slumping basically this entire month. Let's go take a look. Francisco Lindor. Here we go. Let me pull up the numbers here. I mean, this Mets team has been a bit stagnant, and this is a guy at the top of the lineup where he's been stagnant as well. He just hasn't really been able to get it going. I want to actually pull up the numbers with his regular numbers, and I want to look at the advanced numbers as well. All right, so sharing the screen. Let's take a look at these. Okay, here we go. So, Francisco Lindor, as of right now, he's only hitting 203 on the year so far. He's only got a 317 on base. He's only got a 261 slugging. I mean, the guy's been just garbage. I mean, he's just been terrible. He's not been good. This is a guy, he's at the top of the lineup. It's just, it has not gotten it done. So I actually want to take a look. Where are the Mets right now when it comes to offense? The Mets have some good offensive pieces. But Lindor at the top of that lineup, he's just not really getting it going for this Mets team. And as you can see, the Mets rank 18th. I mean, I don't know if they're going to have to maybe take him out of that leadoff spot, maybe take some pressure off of him, maybe move him down a little bit in the lineup, maybe find a new position in the lineup for him. But they're going to have to do something. Robert Brown, what's going on? Lindor was dogging it last year, and it ain't so easy just to turn it on. Yeah, he was struggling last year too. He started picking it up a little bit towards the playoffs, but overall, this Mets offense ranks 18th right now, and they need that Francisco Lindor to step it up to really ignite this offense more. I mean, right now, if you look at some of the advanced numbers, there's some promising things here. He has hit the ball hard. At one point, his max exit velocity ranks in the top 15%. He's not getting a lot of barrels on the ball, but he's not striking out a lot, and he's walking a lot. So that's a good sign for me, is that he is at least not striking out a lot, and he is drawing walks. So his approach at the plate seems to be okay. However, it just seems like maybe the swing just isn't quite there right now, or maybe he needs to just get to the cages. He needs to get back to the tee. He needs to something's going on mechanically with him, and he's just not really just getting to the ball. I don't know. He just seems to be off at the plate. Just something is off, but I at least know the approach is okay. Because he has hit the ball hard. You know, he still has that just that quick bat speed. He still has the power. So these are good things. He's not chasing the ball a lot. He ranks in the top half. One good thing with him, too, is he is still fielding the ball very well. He ranks at the top when it comes to outs above average. So Francisco Lindor, this is a guy where I'm really looking to see, can he turn it around in the month of May? I think he's a prime candidate. I think I think something mechanically is going on with him. That's just my opinion, but let me know what you guys think. But everyone, that is all I got. So those are my awards for the month of April. Those are things that I'm going to be looking out for in the month of May. Again, let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. What are you looking out for in the month of May? Who were your rookies of the month? Who are your MVPs? Who are your Cy Youngs for the month of April? What are some things that you're going to be looking out for in the month of May? Please let me know in the comments. I would love to have a good discussion with you guys. Before I get out of here, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, we're trying to get to 7K by the All-Star break. Hit that like button for me. Let's get this out there to more fans that would like a preview for the month of May. And go follow me on Twitter as well if you would like to talk some baseball throughout the day. Everyone, that is all I have for tonight. I'm actually very tired today. I am exhausted. Busy week for me. I got to wake up early tomorrow morning. But I will be back on Sunday for the third edition of the Power Rankings for this season. So please be here Sunday night. I'll be going over my Power Rankings. That's gone pretty well for the first couple of times. So I'm getting excited for the Power Rankings coming up. Everyone, hey, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Have yourself a good night. Have yourself a good weekend. And as always, I will talk to you next time.